So Bhagavan, in the year 2003, this happened. This took place in Amingao. That Amingao ashram was not built at that time. Can you hear me, all of
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you.
So this Amingao ashram was not built up, constructed at that time. So we were in rented house of Subrata Pal, that's beside of our ashram. So in that veranda, that is outside, Bhagavan was sitting with high spirituality, and sometime after he asked me to accompany him. So I accompanied Bhagavan, and that day on 17th, that is today, Bhagavan went to Premamoy's house and asked for this Sambhog Prasad. Anjalima, can you hear me?
Yes, Maharaj, we hear you.
Okay. Mohini, can you hear me? Maria, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
Maharaji.
Okay,
We hear you.
okay. So from that day, this Bhagavad Saptaha started, and Bhagavan was asked on that day by Premamoy's mother. Premamoy mother, Premamoy was alive at that time. He was alive. So she arranged, Premamoy's mother arranged Bhog, Prasad for Bhagavan and requested us to take meal, to take Bhog in their house. So Bhagavan agreed. We all sat down and we started taking Bhog. And there was around 20 items. So our mother is very expert in cooking. So after that, Bhagavan suddenly changed. Suddenly, Bhagavan got changed, and he became very serious, and he did not talk a single word to me, and I could understand this. There is something happening inside Bhagavan. So I took him to the ashram, and in the ashram prayer, at the time of prayer, in the prayer hall, Bhagavan said that, so I am in the high spiritual flight. So until and unless it goes away from me, or I am in normal mood, so by this time there will be some divine play. You keep on watching all these things. So this is on 17th, and 18th there Bhagavan asked Subrata Pal, to whose house we were there in rent, and where the divine play, in that ground, that is in Subrata's ground, where is the divine play that took place. So Bhagavan told me that you talk to them to arrange some prasads for all the devotees. So there will be some spiritual play, divine play in their house. And that happened really on 18th in Subrata Pal's house. All the devotees, they took prasad, and with joy, with happy joy, they were in joy. They are enjoying, everybody was in joy. So that happened on that day. Bhagavan was very happy on that day. He was smiling, he was dancing with everybody, and nobody felt that this Bhagavan's divine role is going on. But they were in that arena, they are in the current of this spiritual vibration. So they also got emotioned. They became emotional. So after that, that 18th and 19th Bhagavan sat on the floor of Subhata Pal's house, where was our previous ashram, and asked for Vika. Bhagavan told me that you come with me. I'll go to 3 houses for Viksha. So he went to Paul's house, Premamima's house, Vishnu's house, and Subrata Pal's house. Today also, whenever I am present there in Amingaon, I also do the same thing. I take Bhiksha from these 3 houses. So they are also ready for that. So Bhagavan, after coming back to the ashram, so he wore a lungi in just like that. That is gharo, that is his home dress. So it was looking like this, that Bhagavan is very much accustomed. It is his own house. So people who remains in his own house, so they become very easy with the situation, with the environment. Bhagavan is very easy. He is not doing extra anything. Hmm. He was that at the time he was cutting the fruits, these vegetables, and helping them. So many bhikshas coming. At that time, people are coming from different places with bhiksha, and that place was full of bhiksha with vegetables, oils, and the spices, and this dal, and that is rice. So there was a big feast. There was big feast in that house uh, on 19th, and everybody sat under the in the floor in the grass, and everybody was taking this bhikshana, and they were very enjoying. Everybody was enjoying. Bhagavan is enjoying with them. So everybody is enjoying. There somebody is cooking food, somebody is sitting and started laughing. So that was a peculiar scene. That was a highly spiritual vibration scene. So at that time, Bhagavan's this divine power has become penetrated into into Bhagavan, and and made him such, and he was not at all normal. So we were thinking that if anything happens to him, so what he is doing, he does not know what will happen tomorrow. He is not telling anything. In the morning when he gets up after samadhi, he plans for all these things. So next this 19th November, this way we observed, and in 20th November, so there is a temple in Amingaon that is called Ashoklant Ashram. In history, it is said that Sri Krishna's this Asha means Ghoda, this horse, uh, was very much tired and took rest there. And this footprints of his horse is still there, is at the side of Brahmaputra river. So suddenly, one lady who used to serve there in the temple started dancing, seeing Bhagavan. She does not know Bhagavan, so but she was still with joy. From where he is getting the joy, nobody knows. By seeing Bhagavan, he started dancing with joy, and Bhagavan then asked her to get something for Bhagavan. So she took some sugar. Bhagavan at that time was a diabetic patient. Still, Bhagavan took that sugar and came to with Premamohima to Basuda's house. And in that Basuda's house, there was a deep samadhi. And from this samadhi, when he rose, he awake, he told that yes, tomorrow there is program will be here, and he told that, asked that householder that will you be able to arrange? They said they are very happy. They said, "Yeah, we are very happy to arrange that. Ah, you come with all the devotees." So all the devotees, with all the devotees, Bhagavan went there, and there was a dance, there was a singing, and there was a spiritual, some, that was Bhagavan said something spiritual came, but nobody was listening what Bhagavan is saying and all. By seeing Bhagavan, everybody was in dancing mood, or they were laughing. Somebody was crying, somebody was that was unusual position. And then everybody took prasad there, and after taking prasad, this Holi started from 21st, actually from 21st. So that Holi started, and Bhagavan uh, started giving holy color to all the devotees, and all the devotees were very much happy to be there, but they were not at all in normal mood. Everybody was in intoxicated mood. So if see somebody, so they'll see that they are taking something intoxicated, and everybody is intoxicated. And everybody was really intoxicated. That is God intoxication. Then he came back to the ashram, and on 22nd, the Vishnu's house, Rocky Biki's house, that was a program. There was a program, and they constructed pandal, and there was a big program. There was a big devotees, and very items were there. So Bhagavan started Holi there, and everybody enjoyed a lot there on 22nd. On that day, fellow from one girl from Shillong, she came, one lady, there's Nomidash, and seeing all these things, she she was also in that group, and Bhagavan was very happy, and it was so much highly spiritually charged Bhagavan, and he was not in position to leave that place. So somehow, some of them, some of us, somehow dragged Bhagavan, uh, and somehow arranged to sit Bhagavan, in the house, in that car, one car, and from that car, Bhagavan came to ashram, and from I was in the ashram, and Bhagavan taking from the holies from his own cheek, he was lapping me, he was giving me, he was just so much happy with the Ananda Utsav, that it was knew no bound what Bhagavan is doing. Bhagavan never knows. Bhagavan did not know what is coming to him. It is enjoyment, it is joy and joy. And on 23rd, Bhagavan told that this Ananda Utsav, this is today there will be Ananda Utsav. First of all, he said that there will be no Holi, no Ananda Utsav, because I am in Samadhi. I have I have dipped in Samadhi. So after coming from Samadhi, Bhagavan sat behind just beneath the one coconut tree, and he started, there was a samadhi, and everybody was saluting him, giving him pranam. So one was, sometimes Bhagavan started telling that Sri Krishna is taking birth within me. It is 1 month, 2 month, this way. After 6 months, he counted, and then he suddenly got up from the chair and took some holy, and he gave holy to his own photograph. That there was a small photograph, yeah, Bhagavan, where we used to pray. So that photograph, then he uh, sprayed all the holies in the roof, in the roof, and still now. And a few years ago, also there was the stain of that Holi was also there. So then he came to the ground and he sat in the chair, and people were just seeing him, started looking him, they were seeing him. So somebody is coming, giving some holy to Bhagavan, and after giving to Bhagavan, touching to Bhagavan, she got flat, and she was in, he or she was in deep samadhi. Somebody was in deep samadhi, somebody was in bhav samadhi. So we used to take that body, the body in the that in the outside room, inside the room. So if people comes and if they see, they will not understand this is spiritual intoxication. They will think that there was uh, something going on, that is intoxication is going on. They have taken some intoxicated thing. So this way, that day, that day, Bhagavan declared that today is the Ananda Utsav. Ananda Utsav means festival for enjoyment, and everybody will enjoy that day, and everybody enjoyed that day, and that was the Ananda Utsav. On 23rd, it is stopped, and suddenly Bhagavan's this expression, this is spiritual flight. Bhagavan came down from that spiritual flight. So long he was in spiritual flight, this divine play was going on from 17th. From 17th, it is started. That is today, in the year 2003. So, so the day is gone, and this added this color, giving this holy started from 21st and ended in 23rd. So that is our holiday. That is Holi Utsav. And Bhagavan, and that there was a big festival, and much, and many devotees took prasad, and after 11 or 12 o'clock in the night, they were there. Nobody wanted to leave that place. They were so much happy, intoxicated with Bhagavan's love, and that is named as Anandutsav. Anandutsav. Ananda means enjoyment, joy. So now, after a few years, I have suddenly, it came to my mind that yes, it started from 17th and ended in 23rd. So it is 7 days. It is 7 days. So it is Bhagavat Saptaha. So it happened, that is called Bhagavat Saptaha. I told Bhagavan, that Shukdev told this Bhagavat to Raja Parikshit, and Parikshit was freed from bondage, and Parikshit was free because he was under some curse by, that is a history. So it is the 7 days. Told Shukdev told Bhagavat to them. So this Bhagavat Saptaha, that is 1 week. If any spiritual organization or any spirituality, or if anything, if one week it continues with seriously and sincerely, so that is, that becomes Bhagavat Saptaha. So this is also a Bhagavat Saptaha. So we are today is the first day of the Bhagavat Saptaha, and second day, that is tomorrow, I will go to another ashram, and there I shall try to explain what I remember, because everything, every aspect, I do not remember, so I cannot explain everything. But this I could understand because I was all along with the Bhagavan. There is some changing is going on within Bhagavan, and there will be something spiritual play, highly divine role will play by Bhagavan, will be played by Bhagavan. And seriously, that happened on that day. Seriously, that happened on that day. So Bhagavan is very much happy. Bhagavan is very much happy today, and Bhagavan, I am in Kolkata now. So Bhagavan, I am returning to Assam on 25th of this month. Bhagavan, before that, Bhagavan told me that you go to all the ashrams and explain about the Bhagavad Saptaha. So now I request you all, at least on 23rd, so you try to meditate and do some spiritual works in this 1 week. You sit together. I heard that you have made some program. So every day somebody will talk. So let them talk. Tomorrow I will not be here. I will be in another ashram. So everybody will say. So that it is Bhagavad Saptaha. Bhagavad week is very, very spiritual week. And that is what happened. I cannot explain it in this way because that was the God who played the divine role on that day. So it is very difficult on my part to explain the Bhagavan's role on that day, on those days. So Bhagavan now has become very calm and quiet, and that divine intoxication was not there. Bhagavan was very much was the shabby, and he was not at all in his own body. He was totally under the spiritual vibration, and this divine role was played by Bhagavan himself. God has come down to him, and with full power of divine, full love, with love and knowledge, mainly that this Bhagavad Saptaha, Bhagavat week, is the week for divine love. That is the main thing, divine love, manifestation of the divine love with Holi, with all these things. That is why this enjoyment comes. So I request you all to observe these days, the 7 days spiritually, and on 23rd, if it is permitted, so you can also give Holi to others if it is possible, and you enjoy on that day. Be happy on that day. From today, you start enjoying that these 7 days we will enjoy with Bhagavan, because we are also in the role, we are also in the divine role. Who has seen it, it is not the fact, it is not the criteria. Who was not there, Bhagavan kept all the divinity, all the spirituality for them also. So you try to reveal that, try to manifest this divinity within you for 7 days. Okay, I'm very sorry because my phone is disturbing. Another thing, I am not expert in all these things. That is a Zoom taking class in media. And if somebody sits beside me, I can talk to spirituality. But with the help of this device, I find very problem. I cannot do all these things because I am not accustomed with this modern technology. So I am very sorry that you have. I kept you waiting for since long, but I was trying. I kept you waiting for that. I am very sorry.
It's okay, Maharaji.
Thank you so much, Maharaji. Pranam. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you,
good day.
Maharaji.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Maharaji. We are very grateful that you are doing this for us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.